Hello guys, for reminders for tomorrow. Well, syempre, dahil bukas na ang exam nyo, isa yan sa pinakamaagang araw. So you need to sleep early to make sure na nandun kayo on time. And to make sure na kung sakaling may nagka-aberya man, kayang-kaya nyo pang ayusin. So you need to sleep early and be there really, really early. And I'm excited for all of you guys. If you've done your part, I know that you will pass. Okay? Now, just some multiple choice test taking tips from me as a reminder habang nagsasagot kayo sa mga tanong sa inyong exam. So number one, you always need to read the questions carefully. Always, okay? Read everything, okay? Comprehend everything. Huwag nyo lang i-skim, tapos sa kayo magsasagot. Kasi by skimming it, doon kayo madalas nagkakamali. Look for the phrases, yung mga exclusive phrases na nabanggit ko, like only, all, must, okay? Except, yung mga qualifying phrases na yon. So you need those, you need to pay attention on those words. Pangalawa, in order for you to balance your time well, make sure na yung sasagutan nyo muna is yung mga madadali. So if the question is easy, you know the answer, basically, then sagutan nyo na. And then kapag yung tanong naman ay mahirap, skip agad. Balikan nyo na lang on your second round of answering questions. So actually, ganun yung ginagawa ko. Based on my experience, nakakatatlong rounds ako. So meron akong easy, medium, and really, really hard questions. So yung first na pasada ko sa aking mga questions would be answering all of those easy ones. Yung sigurado ako na yun, alam ko na yun yung tamang sagot. And then, pangalawang pasada, ang sasagutan ko naman yung mga 50-50 ako. And pangatlong pasada is yung talagang wala akong knowledge of it or anything. Yun. So, answer all of those first. O kapag nabasa mo yung question, you know the answer, huwag ka na mag-overthink. Sagot na agad. Okay? Pangatlo, if medyo medium to hard yung question, you need to eliminate the wrong options immediately. Okay? So, kapag hindi nyo talaga alam, hindi madali yung tanong, so hindi nyo alam, the best way to do it para tumaas yung chance nyo na maitama yung sagot is to eliminate the obviously wrong answer. In fact, I would say, na ang gagawin nyo dapat is basahin nyo yung question, and then out of that question, you need to guess in your mind kung ano ba yung tamang sagot. So sa mga easy questions, madali lang yan eh. Kasi when you read the question, alam nyo na yung sagot, ang gagawin nyo na lang, hanapin nyo kung yung tamang sagot ba na naisip nyo ay nandun sa mga options. Now, by doing that, kumare, nabasa mo yung question, alam mo na yung sagot, tapos nandun sa option yung sagot na naisip mo, more than likely yun na yung tamang sagot. Huwag mo nang pansinin yung ibang mga options, huwag ka nang mag-overthink, basically. Kasi kapag nag-overthink ka, baka yun pa yung reason kung bakit ka magkakamali. Ngayon, kapag nabasa mo yung question and hindi mo alam, wala kang maisip kung ano yung tamang sagot, nabasa mo yung question, hindi mo alam kung ano yung tamang sagot, so punta ka sa options, i-eliminate mo na yung obvious na mga mali. So magigets mo, makikita mo naman yung mga obvious na mali kapag nag-review ka. Yung mga out of touch na mga concept na nandun sa options, yung hindi nagme-make sense, yung illogical, basically. Yan. Yung illogical, yung out of place, yung tignan nyo yung mga yun. Okay? So, eliminate the wrong options immediately. And then, basically, you go answer or guess kung sa tingin nyo ano ba yung tamang sagot. Again, pagdating sa exam, it does not necessarily mean choosing the correct answer, but choosing the best answer. So, sometimes walang correct answer doon, and that's okay. Kung walang correct answer, ano ba yung best answer doon sa options? Now, in relation to number 3, sige, doon na lang sa number 4 ko na lang ibibigay yon. Number 4 is to watch for absolute words or yung mga phrases, lalo na sa options, yung mga only, all, everything, yan. Tingnan nyo yon kapag nandun sa mga options, yung mga ganon na exclusive phrases, magtamang hinala na kayo. Isipin nyo na ng maigi kung tama ba yung sinasabi ng option na yun or hindi. And finally, review your answers if time allows. Now, I would say na time will allow it. You have so much time in your hands. 3 hours for 100 items. Kayang-kaya nyo yan. On average, baka nga tapos na kayo by 2 hours or 2 hours and 30 minutes. So you have time to review it. Now, isa siguro sa mga maibibigay kong nugget of wisdom sa inyo is that alam nyo ba na yung mismong answer sheet nyo can become your kodigo. Okay? Kasi may mga questions doon actually that defines certain terms. And you need those as well to guide you, somehow juggle your memory. Kaya tignan nyo yung mga tanong minsan. Kapag yung mga tanong is makakakuha kayo ng some sort of information, some sort of karagdagan na knowledge, or something that would juggle your memory about a particular concept, then take note of that. Kasi maaaring magamit nyo yung information sa isang tanong sa pagsagot ng another na tanong. So, bantayan nyo yung mga ganun. Kasi marami talagang mga questions na nagpo-provide sila ng information, nagpo-provide sila ng insight. So, pwede nyong magamit yun para sagutan yung ibang mga tanong. So, yun. Ito yung mga simple reminders ko on taking multiple choice exams, on taking your licensure exam for agriculturists. Again, thank you so much for joining me in this journey. Thank you so much for your trust in the content that I have produced. Mag-gather ako by the way, ng feedback sa inyo kasi I know that this course is far from perfect and I wanted to improve. I wanted to improve, I wanted to make this better for future agriculturists as well. So sana hindi na kayo kasama dun sa future na yun, ano? Kasi dapat ngayon pa lang, pasado na kayo. So I've been praying for you guys, hoping for your success. Kayang-kaya nyo yan. Laban lang. Thank you so much.